Hi, my name is Katja Köhler-Kohl, and I'm with the University of Nebraska-Lincoln Agronomy and Horticulture Department. And today we're out here at the Eastern Nebraska Research and Extension Center to look at some of our cover crop research. One of the main reasons we grow cover crops is to prevent the leaching of soil nutrients, especially nitrate. So today I'm going to show you a device that we're using to measure the amount of nitrate that is in the soil water. So we're here in one of our cover crop plots, and this is actually continuous corn. So we're growing a cover crop of winter cereal rye that we're planting in the fall, and then we're terminating it in late April or early May, right before we plant the corn. You can actually see a little bit of the cover crop residue on the ground. So one of the reasons we grow cover crops is to use them to take up excess nitrate that's in the soil. Especially in the spring, our soils are warming up. We have a lot of soil microbes that are breaking down the soil organic matter, so there's a lot of potential for nitrogen to be lost. There are no plants growing yet, so that nitrogen is just gonna go down with the rain and basically leach below the root zone and be lost. That has a lot of potential issues. It can contaminate the groundwater. Here in Nebraska, we have several areas where groundwater has too high of nitrate levels for human consumption. And it's of course also a loss of nutrients, which is not a good situation for our growers. So this device here is called a lysimeter, and it's basically a 6-foot long tube. We installed it at a depth of 4 feet. So basically it's just below the root zone of the corn. It has a ceramic cup that's porous at the bottom, and it has those two suction lines. One is for air, one is for water. So with this line here, we have created a vacuum with a vacuum pump. Create a vacuum on this one, and then this is our water line. So now we can draw the water that has collected in the ceramic cup. So we installed this at the end or in about the middle of June, and since then we have been coming out every week or so to collect the water that is in the tube. So what we're doing is we're connecting our syringe to this line, then we're opening this clamp, and then we can open the other clamp to let air in. And now we're going to draw, and hopefully water will come up. It's been extremely dry. This is one of the driest Augusts on record. So I'm not sure we're going to get a lot of water. There it is. There is our water. Okay. So as you can see, I was able to collect about 20 or so milliliters of water, which is enough for us. We're going to fill it into a little container, and then this water we're sending to the laboratory, and it will be tested for nitrate. Now we can clamp down on these ones again, create a vacuum with our suction pump, our vacuum pump here, and that's it. And we'll come back out next week again and collect this water again. This is the second year we have done those trials. Last year we found that having a cover crop, even though by the time we're sampling the cover crop has been dead, but we still found that soil nitrate or nitrate in the soil water was reduced by about 50% initially. What we also found that, or most of the nitrate that is in the soil water is there in the beginning of the season until about the end of July. Once August comes around, the soil water that we collect in the lysimeters where we had a cover crop and then those where we did not have a cover crop basically have the same amount of nitrate, and it's very low, almost not detectable. So that tells us that corn takes up most of its nitrogen during its vegetative growth and up until about early reproductive growth. That's when it has the highest demand for nitrogen. So what we have learned with our research on winter cover crops and corn and soybean systems is that they can really help prevent the leaching of nitrate, especially early in the season until about the middle or the end of July. Our cover crop research has been funded by the Nebraska Corn Board, the Nebraska Soybean Board, and the Nebraska Environmental Trust.